Okay, hello and welcome. I think this video is going to be shorter than the rest of the other reviews I've done. I gotta be like completely honest. I was zoned the fuck out watching this episode. It was painful. It was really painful to watch. God was it just so boring. I can Yeah, so I barely fucking remember this one, and it's not good, obviously. It's it's another fucking 50-minute long boring episode of stupid shit. At least the last episode, it was shorter, so it was easier to get through. Like all the stupid shit, and then you had like the big fight scene at the end, which was okay to at least look at. It was better than nothing, but still not very good. This episode is just more bullshit. Like they I can barely even summarize like what happened, but I guess I'll have to try. Really, what like set me off this episode was just the fact that the USNC brought in the Blessed One girl, the blonde chick, into their like headquarters or whatever, and is like interrogating her now, which they don't trust her, obviously, which is good, but I still don't think they should have taken her in the first place because she's very obviously like not on their team. It just they have their own conniptions about it. It's just like, why aren't they following through on their like doubts? Even John, dude, there's a scene where she literally tells them that she knows about the MacGuffins, and there's a scene with John where she's like, almost basically telling John about like everything the MacGuffins do and what they're supposed to do, and it's like she's like, it's crazy. John is listening like everything she's saying, and every sentence she has. It's like red flag, red flag. Oh, that's another red flag. Here's another red flag. Red flag, red flag, red flag. She's just fucking handing out red flags every sentence she speaks. It's hilarious. And John doesn't do anything about it. He's interrogating her because apparently John's supposed to be this fucking amazing bullshit detector, but clearly not, amazing enough. At the end of the episode, she attacks someone with her fucking finger knife or whatever. I don't know how they didn't, they should have scanned her. Could they even, right? Why not, right? I would she can hide this little finger laser sword in her hand. And they didn't take the time to strip search her, I guess. It's God, it's so stupid. Also, John was having like panic attacks in this episode after learning about like his past and what Halsey did. Whatever, not that they're important. No, I don't care about his character development. It's not interesting in the least. He doesn't do anything to Halsey, of course. Why would he? They couldn't let that happen. The show anyway. Halsey goes under house arrest for a bit. I don't know. What else? I think that's all the important stuff that happened. I think that the girl like escapes. She ends up killing someone. I honestly don't care. I honestly don't give a fuck. I'm so tired of this show. I wish it's not even like this show is so bad it's good. It's not at like that Batwoman levels of insanity where at least the first season of Batwoman, where Batwoman was just god awful hilarious. It had like the trifecta of bad acting, bad sets. Not I shouldn't say bad. I should say terrible. Just to really sell this, terrible sets, terrible acting, terrible CGI. Everything about it was just so terrible. The script writers, like they were unironically they unironically thought what they were doing was like good in a way. It would like make the audience happy, but it made them happy in a different way. It was just so bad it was hilarious. This isn't that though. This is just boring schlock getting turned out like every other stupid show this year, all the bad ones. And I think it's pretty evident that even by just the normal reviews that people are handing out about this show, that yeah, people don't like this. And it's clear why. It's horrendously boring. It doesn't. People don't like that it doesn't follow the games. Not that it has to like be a good show. It doesn't have to follow the games to be a good show. But obviously, people are upset because the writers and the directors didn't even take any. They barely took any influence from the games. Whatever the director said about it. Fuck. So it's understandable. It's understandable. People don't like this. And thank God. Also, I guess there's one good point in this episode. There was no scene with the Chinese girl and the big black guy on Magical. There was no scene. So next episode's probably gonna there's that that like B plot is probably gonna finish up maybe, and for them maybe in the seventh episode. There'll probably be some big actions taken in that. I have no idea. I don't even care about predicting what's gonna happen. I'm just so tired of this show. None. It's not. I just can't. I tried to get interested in it, but it's just not. It's just not happening. I'll review in the next episode, I guess. But I'm pretty salty that this show even exists. It could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. They could have waited to like even get like the budget right, make sure everything looked good, make sure all the sets look good, maybe get a few better actors. Um, so everything nice and clean. People would be happy. Maybe this show would have been better off as like a movie, just so it could have been like faster paced and people yeah, and then you can like use that budget as a movie to have more fight scenes, maybe a more streamlined plot that is like easier to look for people to grasp. Not that this plot isn't simple. It is. It's like extremely simple. But it's boring. So if it was a movie, it could have been more exciting in that aspect. And it could have been easier to tie it into the games as well. Maybe they could have made it canon, but they didn't want to do that for some reason. Whatever. All right. That's that's it, I guess. See ya.